Hello, I know you're asking yourself, who's this that just popped up on my timeline? Well, my name is Brenda Nomosa Molife. I am here to tell you about my book, my recently published book called Relationships with Strings Attached. So stay tuned. I'm gonna be doing more videos about the book, about why I did go through this journey of writing my book. It is a memoir. It is a memoir about my relationship journey. Yeah, so stay tuned. Click the subscribe button, follow me, and what else? The notification bell. Click the notification bell so that you can then get notified when I start posting. But for today, I just wanted to just tell you that there's this new book in town. It's called Relationships with Strings Attached. Check out my website. My website is also www.relationshipswithstringsattached. I know a lot of people are drawn on the first string, which is fraud. We'll talk about that. I think I wrote the book with the aim of not making fun of me or making fun of anyone who's gone through the similar situations, but to just create awareness, because everyone says create awareness, just to have a fun chat and grow together. Because I think when I was going through my different relationships, I take them as growing lessons. It took me long to grow. Hey, I always tell people I was not street smart, I was book smart. So it took me longer because of that. And yeah. So I hope you enjoy the book. You can buy it. It's available on all digital platforms like iBooks, Amazon Kindle, Barnes and Noble, all the digital platforms. And also, if you want a printed book, it is available on takealot.com, but I prefer you buy it from Buy Me a Coffee. It's a very nice platform. A few people have bought a PDF copy there. So you can buy a PDF copy and you can then also buy a printed copy. So when you buy from the platform Buy Me a Coffee, it will then alert me that someone wants to buy a book. Then we have a chat in terms of delivery and all of that. Yeah, so all the links are there on my bio and on all my social media links. The link tree is there for now ease of reference in terms of how to buy a book. But I guess if you can just get to iBooks and search Relationships with Strings Attached or search Brenda Nomusamolife, it will pop up. And for Take a Lot as well, the same. And under Buy Me a Coffee, the same. Just search for Relationships with Strings Attached. But I did put links just to make life easy. So yeah, um basically it is then a reflection of my different relationships and how I navigated them and how I had to grow. Some of them, one of my chapters, I talk about the condition, because I was going under the condition of society that if you meet someone, immediately you fall in love and it will end up in marriage. Different conditions that I talk about there, and a societal believes that now when you reach a certain age you should be married already, which then leads to a lot of women staying in very hurtful relationships or hurtful situations because they don't want to be left behind. I found out that in KZN they actually have this very painful word if you have like older and you're not married, but umqomo ongakhonkotelwa inja, like, oh, that's not umqomo, umgodi ongakhonkotelwa nayinja, something like to that sort. So making you feel bad for being single, and then I think that also leads to people staying in hurtful situations, staying in situations where they can see that it's not for them. So that what then prompted me in writing the book, because some people would ask, why are you single? Maybe I'll beg easily, or you too much expectations and whatnot and whatnot. And someone would say, beautiful lady like you, why is she not married? I don't see myself as a beautiful lady anyways, but I don't even know if that's a criteria for getting married. You must be beautiful to get married. It's not. So I always say, if I would choose to marry me, I would definitely marry me, because I'm a gem. I'm like, really, I would marry myself. But unfortunately, I have to be asked by someone. I did get asked. I was Lord of the Rings, which is something else I write about. So it's not like it didn't get there, but it just didn't get to the aisle. Um, because I just realized that this is just a delay tactic. Someone is just keeping me around while they're looking for whoever they were looking for, or whether they also didn't want to be married. Probably sometimes there's people who don't want, and they must just be upfront, instead of playing games with other people's feelings and emotions and all of that. So I don't want to get deep into the book right now. Buy it. It's interesting. It's relationships. Look at the cover. It's so sweet. So there's a story behind the cover as well. I'll also tell you in one of my videos why I chose this cover specific. I did it myself. Not the photo, obviously I bought it, but I did the whole graphics myself, because I wanted to tell the story of the relationships with strings attached. It was a play on word on no strings attached. So I was like, my relationships definitely had a lot of strings, and you can relate, I'm sure, on some of the strings that I talk about here. I know the fraud one, where everyone is interested in, it's sort of links to what a whole lot of ladies recently are going through in terms of people resigning, getting their pension, and the pension inyamalele with the guy. But that's not what happened to me, but it's sort of linked to that. And yeah, I have to get used to, now people are just sending me things while I'm talking. But yeah, click the like button, subscribe. I don't know what are all the things, all the buttons for YouTube, so that you don't miss a video from me and get more insights. Also, go to my website. I've got a blog there where I write also some interesting things, so you can also read more things outside the book. But I'm sure you're going to enjoy the book. iBooks says it will take you 2 hours 30 minutes to read it if you just did a sit down. I hope it's that interesting that you can read it in a complete sit down. It takes you 2 hours 30 minutes to read it. But yeah, I'm excited. It's out. It's available on all digital platforms. It's available on all print platforms. Not all. Let me not lie. Not all. Only on Buy Me a Coffee and Take a Lot. But please do the Buy Me a Coffee. And I'm only doing couriers in South Africa for now. I know there was some inquiries about people from outside. I still need to get my hands around on how to do a courier to outside South Africa. But for now, I am couriering it in South Africa. But internationally, you can get the ebook and the PDF copy. So I'm working on getting it out there, even for my international fans, my international babies. So let's journey along together. And let us not be ashamed of being single. I'm not ashamed. Actually, that's the time where God speaks to you even more clearer, when you're single. Yeah, so cheers. Hope to see more of you. Comment of when you get, whether you're gonna buy the book. Leave a comment on whether you're gonna buy the book. Do you want an ebook or a printed book? And if you're struggling to also buy a book, put in there on the comment, and then let's chat. And follow me also on all my social media platforms. I do different crazy things on each social media. You'll see when you get to my Instagram, it's totally different to my Facebook and my TikTok, but it's still me, Brenda Nomosa Molife, the author of Relationships with Strings Attached. Get the book. It's out. Cheers.